Just a quick question, Piera. When you were in LFA, how many of these interviews did you have to do? Like, is it more demanding now that you're in the UFC? You're doing more like interviews with journalists and things, or were you doing that for LFA just as much?
No, well, before the LFA, the things start to get a little bit more intense, because I was going for the title. But of course, after I win the title, it was like a lot.
Yeah,
So
okay.
everybody wants to know a little bit more about me after the title. But
Okay.
yeah, now it's okay. I can handle it.
How do you feel about that? Do you like doing the interviews?
Yeah, man, I like because I can show a little bit more who I am outside the octagon, not just what the people see inside the octagon. So I can show a little bit more of myself. But of course, it takes time, and my schedule is crazy, so I need to plan it with a lot of time, previous time to do it.
Speaking of things that you do outside of the UFC, me and Richard were looking at your Instagram, and all we saw is posts up you training and you competing and you doing jiu-jitsu. What do you like to do besides training?
MMA, yeah.
The truth is, like, I spend like the most of my time doing this, but when I'm not doing this, I love to pay some attention on books. I like to read books and to study a little bit. I love to learn language. I love to learn about a little bit of psychology, and I also love music. So sometimes when I have time, I just play the guitar or play some music, just relax and try to disconnect a little bit from my daily routine. But it's not like I have much time free, so
Right. So it's mostly just MMA, and it shows. Like I said, it shows how much you work. That's why I wonder, like, oh, I wonder what else she does. And when you said music, I thought you meant just listen, but you actually play music. You play instruments a little bit.
I'm not the best one.
How do you implement your hobbies to help out your career?
So one of the other things that I do besides the MMA is learning and learning about people, studying a little bit of psychology and this stuff. So I don't know if you guys know, but I have a degree on psychology. So I think this kind of helped me a lot with my mental game, when I get into the octagon, when I do what I do in the MMA, and how to read a little bit more of the expression of the people who I'm fighting. So I think it's everything connects, is everything connected, but of course I need also like things to do, like don't think in MMA full all the time. So these times I do, like, play some music and distract myself, go to the beach, try to see the sun, try to enjoy a little bit of Sunday or something like this. But mostly of my time, I'm every day working in the gym.
So you said you have a degree in psychology, correct?
Yeah.
So I want to ask you, what made you want to get into the field of MMA instead of following that career path of psychology?
I think I get into the psychology because I was trying to learn about myself and to how to control and to know myself better, how to handle more better my emotions and all this stuff. But I didn't like, I was not thinking like in the job, in like every day doing this in the future. So one day I just went to a gym, to a normal gym for boxing, and I realized that I can understand myself and canalize a lot of my emotions doing boxing. So I start to pay more attention in MMA. Of course, I finished my career because I don't like to let things like unfinished, But I finished my career, but I already know like MMA was something better for me and was something deeper, that makes me more good, makes me a better person. I don't know. So yeah,
How did you how did you translate that? Because first you started with boxing. How did you get into started doing jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai and things that more
Mixed martial arts.
yeah, exactly.
well, it was kind of a challenge because I always saw the MMA fights, but I was like, that's a lot. You need like too many years to build yourself into that career because it's jiu-jitsu, it's wrestling, it's this and that, and I didn't have all of this. I only have my boxing. So, but one of my friend in that time invited me to do some jiu-jitsu, and I realized that doing jiu-jitsu you can like neutralize your opponent so fast and so easy without like having to do any strength, so it's only technique. So I kind of love it, so I kind of start to be more curious and curious about this. So after I tried jiu-jitsu for the first time, somebody asked me to come to a MMA fight to fight into a card, and I say yes. Why not? Let's try it. Is I already did a lot of boxing fights, so why not? It's not be a big difference. But man, when I stepped into the octagon for the first time, I was like,
Yeah.
wow, this is my thing.
And what was it about it? It was just the fact that there was more things other than just boxing. You like the fact that you can kick, you can knee, you could take down, jujitsu.
I
Is
think
that what
what
excited
I
you?
love about MMA is because is that like it's more a mental game. It's not such a body war. It is a
Okay.
body war, of course, but the mental games have so much. I don't know. It's so important in this
Yeah.
game. So I kind of love it that if you have a good strategy, if you are smart, if you know how to pull and push yourself in the right times, you can win a fight just being smart. So
Yeah. No,
so
that's
it's
true.
interesting. Yeah, so it's very interesting. And I don't know, I kind of love it. I'm a very curious person, so everything that I can learn more from that is like it makes me want to learn more.
Okay.
So I found out that in MMA is like unlimited learning. It's like you always can learn something more, so it's like no way to get bored trying to learn from
Right.
this.
That's awesome. Yeah, and you can find new ways to progress your game and new tools in there. And we did talk about you training, a lot. How do you avoid overtraining and kind of, how do you avoid overtraining, which leads to injuries? How can you still train almost every day but not overdo it?
Well, that's one of my biggest problem because I push myself so hard that I need to people around myself tell me, hey, stop, because you're gonna break yourself. It's like I want to go so far and I want
Yeah.
to push myself so hard that sometimes I need to somebody from outside tell me, Piera, stop, it's enough for today. And for this, I have my coaches. They know me and they know how I am. And they know I'm not gonna stop, until somebody that I respect like a lot and I know they want something good for me, they tell me it's enough for today. So they just know me already and
Yeah.
they control a little bit of the beast that is inside of me.
Okay, okay. We saw not too long ago you had your UFC debut and you won that by unanimous decision. Do you have an opponent next coming up soon?
Well, I don't have any name. Of course, there are some girls in the division that I want to fight, but I don't have name for the next fight. I'm waiting for the call. So whatever they want to give me, I will take it.
Okay. How soon are you looking to fight and how often this year?
So I want to fight again, like around beginning of September, around
Okay.
that date, yeah, or ending of August or something like this. But like around 3 months from now.
I want to ask you, are you currently living in the States?
Yeah. I just moved to California, to LA. Yeah.
Okay, and how are you liking America compared to your country?
Well, the thing is, like, I'm a citizen of the world right now because I get out of my country a long time ago. So I've been traveling and traveling a lot, and I think there's not such a thing like one country is better than the other one. It's just different, and we need to adapt ourselves. And I think that's part of the evolution, to learn from other cultures and to try to adapt to yourself to them cultures, and to make like another step, to grow and to learn. So I love what I'm doing right now. I love where I am right now. I think years ago, if I tried to live in the US years ago, and I couldn't do it, because I was not ready to adapt myself into this culture. But today is like, I have a plan, I have a career, I have a life, and I have a routine, and it's everything in the right moment. You cannot rush these things. Like, now I'm in the right place, now I'm in the right time, and I'm good right now. I'm in the place that I want to be right now.
And now that you're in LA, I want to ask you we've seen a lot of fighters actually move their country to come stay in Las Vegas. Is there because now we have
The
the
PI.
PI facility, yeah. Now you guys get fed, you guys get good training, and things and that and sort. Sorry about that. Is there a reason why you chose LA and not Las Vegas?
Yeah, of course. I choose LA because of my team, because of Black House. So they give me, the thing with me is like, if you help me when nobody knows me, I'm gonna be there for you when everybody knows me, because you helped me before I was somebody. So this is what happened with Black House, and they give me the hand. They give me a room in Black House to come here to train, to be better, and to learn with them. And now I'm gonna give them all that I can give them back, because they give some energy and some time and some knowledge to me. So I want to be part of this team, and this is why I'm here in LA.
And
Okay.
also, how does the training in Venezuela compare to here in the States?
In Venezuela, we don't have the stuff,
The
we don't have
resources or
any
James, huh?
resources. Yeah, we don't have resources there, and we don't have high level people to teach. It's really hard to find a good coach there, and the country is in such a bad economical position that doing this there is very hard. It's very hard. I did it for a lot of years, and it's not easy, man. It's not easy. That's why I admire so much, and I try to collaborate with the athletes in Venezuela, because I know what it is to try to be an athlete in that country, and it's very hard.
Is MMA a popular sport in Venezuela?
No, it is not. It is
Okay.
not. But there are some good boxing fighters that came out from Venezuela.
Okay.
But the thing is, like, in Venezuela, we don't have money for live, so there you cannot do something like a hobby there. It's like it's not possible. You need to work. You need to
Yeah.
work a lot to get like the most primary stuff that you need for living. So it's very hard to do something extra, some hobby or something like this,
Exactly.
because
Because the priorities are not there. Yeah, it's not first on your priorities. You guys are
yeah,
just trying to live. Yeah, that's
yeah.
that's a big eye opener.
Yeah,
for sure.
100%.
And there is a lot of talent there. There is a lot of people with big talent there, but let's see how it goes.
I wanted to ask you, what do you have any advice for upcoming female fighters who are having a hard time fully committing to the career of mixed martial arts because maybe self-doubt or maybe like their parents and their family aren't fully supportive?
I think my what I want to transmit to the people is that you need to do what you really love, because like I say, there's nothing who's gonna pay you back. If you feel like you're doing something and you're not having a good time, you're not having fun, you're not enjoying what you do, then you should stop and try to do another stuff different, because this is a tough sport. And if you're enjoying this and nobody's supporting you, don't worry. Sooner or later, they're gonna understand why you do what you do, and they're gonna see what you have inside. So just be patient if nobody has seen that in you right now, because if you keep doing it and you love what you're doing, sooner or later you're gonna be successful in what you're doing.
Man, you're making me feel motivated over here. You're touching me because we just started this channel, sorry, not too long ago. So we feel very motivated.
Yeah, we can relate to that.
We can really
a lot.
relate to, yeah.
Yeah, right.
keep-
It's
just-
not just about fighting. It's being a fighter in whatever you do. Like.
Yeah.
Exactly, having that mindset and whatever it is you're striving for.
Yeah.